Welcome to episode 9 of this Let's Play series. We are playing Shadows of Forbidden Gods. We'll call it a Let's Play at this stage. I think we've now gone beyond the tutorial portion. Although I guess that this will be interesting because again we're just going to be. This will be an interesting one to have a look at with this particular coven. We've got we've actually completely. If we just have a look at the where we are, we've got complete infiltration of the coven. We've got this character in here trying to create like a dark worship of the coven, which will then push the shadow out of this region. But before we do that, we need to have shadow there. Now the shadow that's there is only 7%. So this one here is very quickly going to be doing his enshadowment of this particular location. So these are working together. So he'll do his first in 9 turns, then he'll do it 4 turns later. He'll then push the shadow back out, and nearly this should actually hit almost 100% enshadowment. It's on 0 at the moment. Pretty much straight away. That's sort of how it should work. It may not, but that's sort of where we're looking. We also have there are other characters that are down in through this one. He's laying low at this point in time. We just picked up the Manticore trophy, so we can actually go and get ourselves another fighter if we're wanting to. We will do that, but we'll just let him get his menace and profile right down to minimums, and then we'll send him back off to get decked out, because we want to stop anyone from now encroaching into the regions where we're starting to take over a lot of what's going on. It'd be good to get another well of shadows in here, actually, just to really push the enshadowment into this location, and then push this one even further as well. So we want to really be keeping on pushing what we're doing. It's a game where, like, it's a game of degrees. We need to sort of slowly get the shadow. I really want the shadow throughout this whole kingdom. So this will be the initial dark kingdom that we have. We'll get this one falling to the shadow very quickly as well. And we'll slowly sort of chip away at the edges in through this side as well. So we've been sort of working in those different regions. We have another character in here which is infiltrating the market. He's only got 4 more turns. Let's just end our turn and continue on. Now we've got different characters. So Lightbringer Pate Mims is consumed with feelings of guilt over the death of his friend, the Mediator. Now we killed the Mediator with our Orc Warlord, and so he now is trying to figure out what to do. We can direct his dreams. So at times like these, dreams turn dark and whispers can enter the mind, driving them in directions which years before they might never have considered. So the guilt haunts them. We can just leave do nothing. He was too weak. So that will give him a preference towards combat, or he's too cowardly. We'll have a preference towards danger. I think we do that to make him sort of go more likely to go a bit into areas that's dangerous for him. So we'll do that one there, dismiss that, and we'll end our turn. Okay, so that's done. We're nearly at turn 100, so we're nearly 20% of the way through the game. Now this one is has ordered the creation of wards against the shadow to defend against the spread. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to help him much, but that's actually a bit of a problem, because this location, but they're now sort of creating more food than what they had there before. If you look at the modifiers, now the enshadowment is so close to getting through there. It's at 91%. We're at 91% there. This one's only 37%. You just have to sort of let things go. This one's slowly dissipating, but eventually we'll break through in here. This one's at 89% and this one's at 88%. Infiltration's not high enough here. We're going to have to bring one of these characters back to finish off the infiltration at that location. The security is down to 0 at this point in time. So now's the time to do that when he finishes there. We'll end our turn. Now what are you doing there? I'm just going to just keep an eye on what they're actually up to. Just resting and resupplying. I don't want heroes in this territory at all. Resting and resupplying there as well. Cordia completes infiltrate market. Shadow will spread at a faster rate than normal. Good. So he's now done that one. We'll just go to where he is. War between the Horde and the Kingdom of Zong. I'm surprised that they've held on as well as they have, actually. That's a tiny little kingdom way up here at the top. In fact, I'm surprised that this has stayed alive. It's had one population for so long. They've just keeping on. Really amazing stuff. Anyway, back into here. We'll give you time to get your menace and profile down to minimums. So there's no rush. There's no rush with this. We want to keep our guys alive for as long as we possibly can. Wards established back for the Queen, who keeps on doing this. It's going to be very hard to break into that area. So he's now reducing tensions at Ession's. So they're occupied away from what we're doing, which is great. The Courtier's laying low and reach their minimum. That's okay, but not their minimum menace. We need the menace down low, because that's really what forces the others to attack. And the Courtier completes lay low. Good. So we'll just go to him. and has the Baroness, where is she? Oh, okay, darkness now takes hold. We're now at 20% of world shadow. Great. So we're sort of now starting to make a bit of an impact in the world. The world panic will now be at 20% as well, I think. So the chosen one can start to call conclaves, which will then cause us, it'll make it a little bit more difficult for us. So we might sort of target him again fairly soon, I think, and kill him off with the warlord when the warlord has got his retinue under control. Now we've laid low in through here. This location is at 66%, so let's just go and get this one at 100%. So we'll just go into the infiltration. So it's going to be 10 turns for that one. So that's fine. We'll just end our turn there. And again. And we've now completed the enshadowment of that location. We'll just go to where he is. So this is now 100% shadow, and so when he finishes, that shadow will then push straight into this city over here. Now he's now gone up another level, or a level, and so we'll get him with law because that's really what we're using him for. So we'll get law to level 4, which will mean that he can do those sorts of spells much, much faster. Now his profile and menace is too high. I'll just lay low here in the coven until he gets that under control. In turn, so wards have been established. We'll just go to where that is. Actually, we don't know where that one is. So the supplicant encounters a group of curious nobles. So we have to then deal with this one. A little display. So we gain 10 challenge progress, but we gain 5 profile. I don't mind that. Lose 5 challenge. I don't mind either one of these, to be honest. I think I'll just go, I'm going to be reducing the, I'll just go this way here. We're not really very strong in terms of our menace or profile. Yep, so they're all now working away. So that was the supplicant, which is back over in this location as well. That way he'll be finished in 2 turns. Actually, he'll be finished next turn. Beginning quest. So Lightbringer begins a quest to complete training at City of Iceland. So he's trying to sort of get himself stronger and stronger. Completed the Dark Worship at this location. And so what this Dark Worship does is it pushes out the darkness, the shadow, if there's shadow at a location. A bit like the Well of Shadows, but it's immediate, like it's a dramatic impact. So we'll just go to where he is, and we'll see that shadow has gone bang straight into here. And so even with no enshadowment, sorry, there's no enshadowment before, it's gone from 0 to 100% because it didn't have to share where it sent that location out. Now, what we have to be careful of in here is that this will have, like, we need to stop anyone from trying to clean this one out. And so this is something really, really important, that we don't let any of the heroes in to do anything there. And we're going to need to keep an eye on some of them, I think. What we might have a bit of a look at is just see if any of them have got the desire to do that. In fact, let's actually just have a quick look and see what the quests are there. So, warn the world, drive the shadow back. So this is, God, I wish I could tell between the blue and the purple. I don't know. I've got no idea if that's a law, like a blue, or an intrigue, or like a purple. I think it's a law. I think. So if that's a law, I need to find the characters with high law. If we have a look at for characters, if we go to F2, we can then sort of have a bit of a look to see what we've actually got. So anyone that dislikes the shadow, it's got some with hatred of the shadow. Who has got hatred of the shadow? Back over there. Okay, that's the Queen. There's a few with dislikes of the shadow, including one hero, this one in here. So she is likely to consecrate different places. So I think what we might do is watch her as well. So receive alerts. So we'll get the alerts from her, because they're the characters that are likely to do things that we just don't want to have happen. Her law is very low, and her intrigue is low though too. So it wasn't her that did it last time. Who was it that did it last time? If we have a look at number 8, it was one of the mages. It was this one here. Now he doesn't hate the light. I might watch him as well. Yeah, so he's going off to perform a consecration, so we might have to kill him off as well. Okay, we'll dismiss that. He's got golden boots and a sellsword as well. Boots of wealth. Gains 1 gold every time you move. That sounds good. That does sound good. Okay, so what we might actually target him with our Orc Warlord. So where's he off to? If you just press number 8 again, and he's performing, we don't know where he's actually going to perform that. We'll just watch what he does. So we'll end our turn. Didn't move from there. Alright, so we now need to lay low here as well. Because we've already got another one laying low. You can only have one doing anything at any one particular location. So let's move across to the city here. This looks like it's now at 100%. That's good, and we'll start to infiltrate this one anyway. So we'll end our turn. Well, Krace is lying low and has reached their minimum profile value, but not their minimum menace. That's okay. We'll just keep that there. We'll dismiss that. And Duke Mebraze is now in shadowed. So we'll just go to him. He's over here. And she's also now reached 100% as well. So these are now starting to fall to what we actually have through here. So we'll just dismiss that one. Another seal has been broken, so maximum power now increases. So now where is he? Where did he go? He's over here. The shadow is at 74, so I'm guessing he's moving to that location. And if we have a look at the consecration quests there, well, it's going to be 10 turns for him to do that. Let's just keep our character. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. We can be there in 4, or even 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, whichever way, it's going to be 4 from that location. And we're slowly coming down, but we've still got a long way to go. A long way to go. But we'll kill him off if he moves into that location. He's still on level 0, but he's sort of becoming a bit of a nuisance. And the fact that he now has those golden boots, I think that would be very, very nice for us to have. So I'm assuming he's coming over to the Devarius Convent. We don't know exactly where he is going. Okay, end our turn again. Let's reach the city of Bait. Okay, so we'll just go to him. And the Duchess has now also reached 100%. They don't work for us at 100%. It just means that they can be taken over whenever we feel like it. He's definitely going into here. So he is someone that we also want to be probably watching as well, I think. Oh, no longer receive. I think I must have already done the watch for him. Good. Okay, so we've got watches on both of these that are going to be potential troublemakers for us. It's got to be going there or there. I want to get him as low as we can before we go after and do this. So we'll just end our turn again. Wards established. So the Baron has now put up more wards. Where are you? You're over here. Okay, that's we might have to start travelling on a quest. Just actually didn't look at the other ones there. Been idle for one turn. We'll just go to him. And new human colony. So there's ruins that the humans are now starting to go and pick apart. In fact, that one did get taken over by the orcs. They got destroyed. The humans are back in here now trying to rebuild it. So they're going to put money into trying to get this one back into being a city. I think if we look at victory, I think we sometimes get scores for those, but not if they start building them again. Anyway, we've got, there we go, one destroyed settlement. We've got two points times 1. So we're now at 27%. So we're sort of getting up there with everything that we need to do. And we can sort of, now having these rulers that are 100% under our control, not under our control, but they're basically, they're completely enshadowed. And so now this character here has got 10 turns left at that location. All right, well, you are down to 15 and 34. Let's do it now, I think. Let's come to that location. Okay, so that's done. And we've got this one here, which is going to be laying low. What are you off to do? Oh, rest and resupply, that's okay. Okay, it's performing a quest, consecrate at location Lyran's Convent. Okay, so now has reached Devarius Convent. We'll just go to that location. And now he reached 100% enshadowment for this particular Baron. And he's against the shadow, but he doesn't know it yet. Right, so he is now going off. He's actually changed his mind here. and he's going off into different locations. But look, while we've got him, let's kill him off. So it's going to be our ogre, which has got less hit points, or we're low on hit points, but only against a sellsword, with only 2 attack and 2 defense. So time to go in and do the damage here. We'll attack this mage because he's just been sort of doing too much negativity. And so again, we're doing the attack, so we'll do the first attack against this character and kill it off immediately with the 5 attacks. So that one's destroyed. He then will attack back. He's only got a 2 attack, which will then just reduce this one down slightly, and then we'll do a 6 attack and he'll still be alive, and he'll then run. So yep, we're down to 1 defense. We then attack back. He's down to 3, and he's now retreating. We just end the turn there. So he has now fled from the Warlord and escaped with their life for now. So terrify the hero. So we get preference for combat and danger decreases. Goad the hero. I might do that. He's only a mage. Where did he go? He went back this way. Good, we can catch him in the ocean. So we'll actually travel after him and catch him again. The outpost that they're trying to build at Meng is actually slowly getting some money. So they've given 97 gold to the outpost, and so this is how the outposts get built, is essentially different factions will then sort of donate money to it. He's going off to try to get another sellsword. The city of Shang. The courtier completes infiltrate city palace. Shadow will spread at a faster than normal rate to infiltrate locations as the cult welcomes the darkness in. So we've now got that palace under control. That will then let the shadow in much faster now. So we can just go to where he is. And Warlock Crate completes the lay low. That's okay, we'll come back to him. So we're all now ready. This is now going to be at 100%. The enshadowment is at 77%, which will be about the same as the Duchess, so that's good in through there. We've got 50% of infiltration in there, so not 100%. That's interesting. We've got 100% there. We've got 0% there, but no security. So I think we'll just lay low again, just to get him back down to minimums. And we want to use him for other things as well later in the game, so we don't want to be pushing that too hard, but this stuff is really struggling now. And this is now at 100%. Even with the wards up, it's still at 100%. Back in through here, we've got the Warlord. We'll just attack the mage again, and this will be an immediate kill. With the 5, we'll then destroy him, so proceed. So he's been destroyed. We end that turn. Vengeance, so the Duke, Alai Jing, holds the killing of his compatriot, the mage, to be entirely unjustified and perhaps unforgivable, and will not easily forget the murder committed by his rival, Warlord Murray. That's okay, we'll dismiss that. So he then dies in battle with the Warlord, so we'll dismiss that one as well. And victory, so we'll leave the body where it lies. I don't want to be, again, drawing too much attention to myself just yet. It's going to be difficult. Now, I'm going to move that one down and get the gold. So we'll bring that one across. Okay, so he had 41 gold. It's good, so we'll take that as well. Done. Now I don't need him with gold. Like he can't really make use of it. The one that can make use of it is actually the courtier. And so I'm thinking, like, our menace and profile has now gone sky high again, and we can't break through these ports without. I mean, we can sort of bounce in and bounce straight back out again. Now some of these have got. Yeah, they're not super strong, really. I need to go back up into here. Maybe even go to this fortress or somewhere like this and just lay low in there. I don't know if I can lay low. Yeah, I can lay low way up in the top there. Maybe we do that. So let's bounce across up into that top area for a little while. I don't think people will really come after us in this interim period, so let's just go up to there. So we'll travel to those ruins, and you have now done what he needed to do. So we've actually there's nothing else for us to do here unless somebody comes in to. Okay, guarding a mage. That's okay. So it's on its way somewhere else. Just double check that there's no problem in through there. Now that's the mage we just killed. Okay, that's fine. Now this one here, we're down to minimums again. We can make a well of shadows in here and push the shadow very quickly out that way, or we can actually put one in here at 40% and push the shadow into these regions, which we might do. I mean, I would like to get this the shadow. I might just go into this one here, and even though it's only 40%, it's at least it's a start. Now we've got to level up for our good courtier in through here, so we'll just do the level up through this side. I can get more stealth for him if I wanted to, but I think I'm just going to keep on getting much more intrigue. The combination of having the mage to come in and do the law stuff and having these guys to then do the infiltration is actually really quite valuable. Everyone's now moved. We'll just see which direction that he ends up going. Outpost has been funded again by some of the others. And again, so everyone's putting money in to fund this outpost. It's going to be built very, very quickly. Oh, the king has died, killed when the town Zhong fell, raised by an orc army. Let's have a look at that. So that's interesting. So this whole place has now collapsed. And that's going to raise our victory yet again. So we'll dismiss that one. Yep, so following the destruction of their hometown by the Orc army, mediator Jin Zhao has gained a deep hatred of the Orcs. The supplicant is lying low and reached their minimum profile value, but not their minimum menace. We want the menace down. Same in through here. We want the menace down. So this has become a ruins as well. So this was the old capital, and the Orc hordes have actually now taken this over. And so all of this has now gone into ruin. This one in here is interesting because this will actually be slowly being built up, and the current level is 51% because of the amount of money that's been put into it. So the current founder is Duchess Song Jiang, donating more than 292 gold to replace and control the outcome of the new settlement. So if this becomes a new settlement, so if this modifier reaches 300%, it will then develop into a full human settlement under the control of the Queendom of Wexengi, because they've put the most into that one. So they're trying to take control of this particular city. And someone will then try to take this one as well, I would think. You've got the human soul there of the old king. It's such a deep game. God, it's a good game. Anyway, we'll continue on. We're still pushing things through, aren't we, really? Like we've... now, he is coming back. Why are you coming back? Where are you off to? It might be... 1, 2, 3. Should have just gone 1, 2. Oh, maybe going to go and bounce across. No, it's going a long way round. Look, in that case, what we'll do is we'll just come back and settle into there with him. So the fortress mess, and then we'll just go and lay low there for as long as we possibly can, and just keep on watching for any of the heroes doing anything we don't want them to do in this region. They're all moving. Let's end our turn there. So the Baron is now 50%. So where are you? You're over here. Good. And you're at 50% as well. You're back over in through here. So she actually, just by being in the cities, is starting to fall under the shadow, even though she hates the shadow. So we've got a couple of people that actually hate the shadow that are, really falling under the spell of the shadow. So she is currently at 60%. That is very, very good. And of course, this character actually does add 1 shadow to any location anyway. So it's all good stuff having him around as well. We'll probably move him off once he's done what he has to do with laying low here, to then move into the capital and start to sort of pull the capital apart. This one's still got very, very high security. These are making more food now than what they had. Their populations have dwindled right off. I think if we can get the shadow, like in the infiltration, we'll just work on that one. That way we'll still eventually get this one down. Devastation. So the effects of those raids that we did at the start of the game have now sort of dissipated to a large degree. Let's just end our turn. Mediator is attacking. Oh, he's moving to attack Warlord Murray. They will seek him out for a number of turns before losing their trail. Now, if we just go to where she is, trying to perform explore ruins at the Deveray convent, that's okay. Courtier completes lay low, that's good. And he's now reached that village as well. We've now reached Fortress Mess. Now, what have you got? He's got 1 knight. 4 attack. I mean, if she's going to come after him, she's very highly motivated. She loves menace, hates orcs. is at war. The international relations are also on her side. She prefers danger. She's not going to win this fight. She's not going to win this fight at all. I think what we better do is go back to our character here and just quickly drop a cache of gold, and just in case anything happens to him. I don't think anything will, but just in case. So we'll drop the cache of the current gold that he actually has. So 3 turns left to do that. Now his profile is really, really high, which is why he can be seen at different locations. Okay, so we can now go and we've now got this. Have we got this one at 100% now? Yes, we do. Okay, the enshadowment is coming through. This one's at 0%, but it's got no security. So we'll start to move our way through there again. So he can just work in that region of the world. And we go back to this character in here. So we want to do Well of Shadows. Now this one is up to 43. And we get the Well of Shadows established in 10 turns. Now, surely she's not going to... She's going to have to get more knights and things. She's got 8 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She can get to him in 5. We'll infiltrate the market or the docks. Doesn't really matter where we do this. Okay, and is she now moving? Yes, she is. Okay, so she is on her way. She's going to challenge him. That's interesting. Now she'll get the first shot if she goes first. And she does have 4 attack, but I think we'll still be okay. Let's just wait for this one. Just end the turn. Lightbringer Pate Mims is beginning to quest, so build alliance. The location. Dismiss. So he's now starting to build the group against the shadow. We've completed Lay Low, so we'll dismiss that one. She's on her way. 4 attack. Now the ogre that we have with us has only got God, I better put the boots in there as well, I think, just in case. He's got 3 defense, so he'll die, which will be okay as long as we can lay low enough for long enough. We do actually have another recruitment point that we can use. How strong is she? Level 3. She's got command and might. It's not really enough for us to do. I'm just thinking of using the shadow. Actually, I've got power now to do other things as well. So I think I'll just use the power to do a few more of these. So we'll throw one into there, even though we're at 100% in that location. We'll get these locations out here now as well. And then dangers in the dark. I could use those as well, but I think I'll just still keep on trying to get more infiltration. Alright, that's going to help just push the shadow way out into these other locations. So this one has now finished off the next one. We want to we can't lay, we're at minimums with lay low, so it will now infiltrate the vast sewers at this location and start to really make sure that we've got this fully under our control. Yep, that's all good. Okay, so we'll end our turn here. Alright, so I'll put the boots in there. I'll keep the manticore. Actually, I don't need the manticore. Yeah, no, I will actually leave that one, and I'll put all the gold in there as well, just so someone else can come and pick this one up. We'll keep the manticore just so we get the extra might. So done. So complete drop cache in through there, so somebody else can now come and pick that up if they want to. So we'll now just dismiss that, and so she will be on top of him in the next turn, and then we'll have another fight where she starts the attack. I could actually go after her. I get the first attack if I do that. Now the fact that she's coming for me, I think we might do that, you know. Let's go and attack her. We'll meet her head on. Okay, so so we get the first attack. So we have a 5 against this one. This will stay alive. So proceed. Then she'll do an attack of 4 against this one and bring that one down to 5. Then we'll attack and kill that one off, and then she'll escape. So Warlord deals 5 to the knight. So he's down to 2. She's done 4 with an extra 1 to that guy. He kills the knight. Now she looks like she's staying actually. This is interesting. So we proceed. So the next one we attack with 5. She's got 9 hit points. With an attack of 4. In fact, she has gone through. The knight attacked. So he's down to 6. She kills that one off. Then we attack again. She almost kills us, and then we kill her. Okay, wow, what vengeance! That was a really good fight. So we lost our main guy here, so that's good. So that's actually now taken that one out. We may lose this character yet again, so we'll just end the turn here. So we've defeated and killed the mediator Xing Zhao. Leave the body where it lies. Unfortunately, we're getting, like a lot of people are now starting to just see us, which is not good. And this is going to be even more enemies that we now pick up for this warlord. Just click on done. Now his profile and menace is really big. 65. Let's have a look at number 2. Yeah, all of this area. Any heroes in there will now start to be trying to hunt him down, and we've got nowhere that we can pick up any of. Well, we can pick up a little army down in here if we get the gold. So maybe what we'll do is we'll come back down into that location again. But I'm sure there'll be others coming after him. Like if we have a look. Yep, so the mediator, that was the last one. Yes, their motivation for killing us, they didn't care about the danger of doing it. They almost got to us. If they had have had the first shot, they would have got us. So what we might do is we might do another cache drop at this location if we can. Yeah, drop cache. And so another 3 more turns, and then we'll put the Manticore trophy in there, because I think that he's dead. I think he's a dead duck, and we can bring another one in, so that will be okay. Like we can actually sacrifice him. What level is he on? He's on level 0, so he hasn't even reached level 1 yet. Just for these killings that he's been doing. So it's we'll end our turn there. Pop that into the cache as well. Done. And look, in reality, we've got another point, so we can bring another one of these in and start again. And I think we'll do that because he really is now diminishing. Oh, what are you doing there? Exploring the ruins. That's okay. I think what we'll do is we'll start to just move in, and maybe we'll do some more raids with him, like, and just let him be targeted. Just sort of bring down some of these other villagers again that are starting to get their food back. We want the shadow ones to sort of stay where they are, like just doing what they're doing. We want them to start to dominate a little bit and supply these and get these under strength, even though they don't know that they're really going to be under our control. They will fall very, very quickly. We're at 37%, which is great. So this is actually now working quite well for us. We've now got 10 rulers and heroes under the shadow. So things are sort of moving our way. Let's now if we moved across, most of these would actually end up coming across to us. This one is at 99%, 93%. It's actually the cities that we need up in around the 90% to sort of have them come across. This one's almost ready to become fully part of our, like the shadow areas. Yeah, anyway, I'm out of time, guys. I'm going to have to leave it here. So thanks for watching. Yeah, it's a fun game. It's just so much that can be done in the game. Like for such a simple game, there's just such enveloping game mechanics which make it incredibly interesting. I'll catch you in the next episode.